please don't give one to Mel, because we already saw how Mel act off the mushroom. She turned from Melanie Fox into Big Shroom, like when Super Mario be eating the mushrooms and like she turned to Super Mel.
Let's be clear, I ain't never took a loss. Every time I go shopping, I ain't gotta check the cost. Still independent, still my own boss. Still got bad bitches coming up they draws. Keep the beat up like a motherfucking Frito. Lucci flaming hot like a motherfucking Cheeto. This is not an act, I am not Don Cheeto. So the nigga L, treat him like a free code. Yeah, you heard right, I'm a whole ass gangster. Made him eat my butt, I ain't even say thank ya. First gon' fuck, no nigga, I'm a prankster. I can make a thug nigga feel like a wankster. Pull up down my green like she go.
What's up, Lucci Gang? It's your girl Lucci V, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be recapping Deja Vu Season 3, Episode 9. And we finally got the showdown we've been waiting for all season. So if you would like to get into some tea with me, then stay tuned to this video right here. But first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, ding, ding, ding. Okay, so the episode picked up at the dinner party that Joyce had put together for everybody. Real nice, a DJ, a caterer, all that. And it seemed like everyone was having a good time. Now, Unc started passing out some mushrooms. And I already was like, hold up, flag on the play. Please don't give one to Mel. Because we already saw how Mel act off the mushroom. She turned from Melanie Fox into Big Shroom. Like when Super Mario be eating the mushrooms and like she turned to Super Mel. Super Shroom. Like, hello, we already saw it on Young and Reckless. She turns into a wild animal that cannot be tamed. So I was like, oh my gosh, is he giving one to Mel? But I mean, judging from how she was acting on this episode, I think he did give one to Mel. Okay, so then we have a surprise guest arrive. Dun dun dun. It's my sis, Sydney Star. And I just already know that she's going to act a complete fool. I know my sis. Now, I know that on TV, she is so irritating and so annoying and just, she does the absolute most. But y'all, in real life, she is so nice and sweet and cool. And I really wish that she would act how she act in real life on TV, because I already told her, like, this is not talking behind her back. I've already told her to her face, girl, you're irritating on TV. Like, you do the most. It's irritating. Like, I really wish you would be, you know what I mean, the friend that I've been friends with all these years. Whoever that person is that you turn into in front of the cameras, girl, cringy, weird. Okay, so we already know what type of time it's going to be when Sydney walks in. Okay, now Mel said that she was a fan of Sydney Star, so she was really excited to run up to her like, oh my gosh, Sydney, hey. But you know, Sydney was kind of like on her, like looking around who she can mess with, who can I, you know what I mean? It was like she looking for somebody to start some trouble with, get some camera time going, you know. So she did say hey to Mel, but I think Mel wanted her to be more like excited to see her too, the same way that she was. And you know, Mel was like, I can get a hug, and Sydney was like, of course. But Mel was still kind of like, no, I don't like the way she did that. But it didn't seem like Sydney was trying to dismiss her at all. I think that Mel, I don't know, she seemed like she was a little intoxicated, so I don't know if it was the shrooms or some liquor, but she did seem a little intoxicated. But I think that she took it the wrong way. I don't think Sydney was trying to brush her off at all, because I mean, Sydney not that type of person anyways, even on camera. Like, she's not going to just try to play you for no reason. Like, you know what I mean? She didn't know Mel. She didn't have, like, you know, the other people that she was getting into it on this episode, like Joyce, they had their previous issues. Diamond the Body, they had their previous issues. Like, she don't know Mel, so she wasn't going to just walk in and try to treat Mel, because you know, Armin walked up to her, she hugged Armin, all of that, you know. But I think Sydney just was kind of like on some like, let me scope the scenery and see who I could pick with. You know, was Diamond the Body here? Is, you know, where Joyce at? You know, type of timing. So Dime Rex gets mad that Sydney doesn't know who she is. And she getting at, you know who I am? You know who I am? And Sydney like, no, I don't know who you are. And no shade, Dime Rex, I don't know who you are either, sister. She keeps talking about she was on the Shade Room. I don't follow the Shade Room, so I don't know. What else were you on besides the Shade Room? Because how you getting mad that somebody doesn't know who you are? Like, I mean, you gonna have to be mad at me too, because I don't have a clue who you are. Like, when I Googled her, all I could find was some OnlyFans stuff. Like, so I mean, okay. Anyways, so Sydney and Joyce start going back and forth over like who was the top trans girl, or like who putting the trans girls on, or whatever the case may be. And it's just like, I feel like they own two different like playing fields. You know what I'm saying? Sydney was an OG when it came to the trans girls, and Joyce is like new age reality TV for the trans girls. Like, so I don't even see like why they be going back and forth. But in the midst of all that, like Mel comes up and throws a drink on Sydney. Like, yeah, you getting into it with Joyce? So yeah, like I really think Mel was intoxicated. I ain't gonna lie, but I felt like she was doing the most on this episode. And y'all know I love me some Mel. Y'all know I love me some Mel. Damn, she's so beautiful to me. I don't care. I like when she turned to Big Shroom, but I just felt like on this episode she kind of was like, all over the place. So Joyce and Sydney start discussing their past beefs, and like the trolling online. Now, honestly, both of them be trolling. I'm gonna keep it for real. Both of them be trolling. No shade. They discussing like who paved the way for the trans girls, and it's like I don't really think it matters who started it, who finishing it, who paving the way. I feel like they both should be uplifting each other, because it's like it's a new thing for trans girls to start getting more accepted into the spotlight on TV shows, on reality shows, whatever the case may be. And I just feel like, why does it matter who started it, who was here first, any of that? Like, let's just embrace each other and uplift each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the extra back and forth, I feel like it's just not needed. So Sydney gets on the mic saying how season 1 of Deja Vu started everything, and this and the third. And so that triggered Joyce. She said, get off the mic at my dinner. She starts running towards Sydney and she throws a drink. The drink gets on the DJ. Okay, so that's strike one for the DJ. Keep that in mind, because the poor DJ kept catching strays this episode, it seemed like. Okay, so then Joyce gets on the mic and she being so messy, asking Naj how she feels about DTB sitting with Don and eating. I'm like, I know this cannot end well. You know what I'm saying? I know, because Naj keeps saying she don't care, but she got on the mic and made this whole speech like, I don't care. Diamond has 2,000 bodies, and if he want to be 2,000 number, blah blah blah, whatever the case may be. It's like, if you didn't care, why would you even get on the mic making that whole speech? I'm sorry. If one of my exes was doing that and I really did not care, I really would be giving I don't care. Like, I'm not getting on the mic making no speech. I'm not trying to down this girl for having 2,000 bodies. I'm not doing none of that. Like, when I say I don't care, I really don't care. Like, John Cena, you can't see me. Like, I can't see you either. Like, I really don't care when I say I don't care. So then I ain't gonna lie, DCB had chewed her a little bit. She said them gorilla lyrics. Is that your man? When he right here with me, I was like, oh, clock it. So Nigel was like, he would want to be here with me, but he just can't. Like, all the little stuff she was saying, it's like, if I was her girlfriend at home, she wouldn't have no home when she got back to me. She wouldn't have no home. Okay. So the dinner got chaotic. Joyce was trying to get Sydney. Sheik was trying to get Sydney's assistant. Chairs were flying, drinks were flying. Like, it was crazy. The dinner started off so nice and cute and sweet before my sister Sydney came. So in the midst of all this, Mel was trying to throw another drink towards Sydney, and this time it got on the DJ's equipment. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was bugging up, and Mel was like, what? Because I'll do this and that to you. But I ain't gonna lie, like, I have been best friends with a DJ before, and that stuff is expensive. So she was not wrong for being mad, and Mel was saying like, oh, because one of the dudes, I forgot his name, one of the little producer dudes or whatever, he was getting into it with Mel, like, you tweaking. And she like, well, y'all ain't say nothing when Ivory threw the pee on me and woo woo. It's like, okay, true. But still, two things can be true, sister. You still should not be throwing stuff towards the DJ. Like, I know she was trying to aim it up the stairs for Sydney, but it's like, G, you knew you cannot get that drink all the way up them stairs over the banister, G. Like, let's be for real. So as Joyce is trying to get up the stairs to Sydney, security stopping her. She finally got up the stairs and she pulled Sydney wig off. So at that point, Sydney was just blue. Like, I need my lick back. I need to pull her wig off too. I need to pull her wig off too. But security was not trying to let her. And it's just like, I feel like they should have let them just go ahead and run a little round. You know, she done pull her wig off. Y'all done invited her to the house. Y'all might as well let them run a little round. Yes, Sydney's scary, but once the wig got pulled off, she was ready. She was ready for her little fade. I ain't gonna lie. She was running at first, but you know, that wig got snatched. And she was like, okay, I need my lick back. Yeah. Now, this little fade between LaRue and Nola. I didn't understand what was going on. It was giving Big Legs versus Jayla from Baddies Midwest all over again. They weren't touching each other for real. It was giving shadow boxing. It was giving ghost boxing. Like, I seen LaRue maybe landed like 2. It was a play fight, if you ask me. Like, I didn't see the point of that. And then they hugs right after at the end. I thought that was so goofy and dumb. But the thing that shocked me the most is on the first and second episode, Nola was talking about like, oh, my friends don't want to fight no more. They can tag me in and I'm taking the fade and woo-woo. Girl, I thought you was going to have them hands. I thought you was going to be Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, the way you was talking about taking fades for me. I would never tag you in to take no fade for me to get in the ring and play like that, sister. Is you cool? Like, I really thought she was gonna have them hands the way she was talking. The hands were not in the house with them. I'm sorry, the hands were not there. They were non-existent, if you will. Like, cause girl, what? Then y'all hugged right after. Becca was standing there. She telling Becca like, please don't jump in. Like, Becca like, girl, I wasn't gonna jump in, but don't tempt me. Like, I felt like that was a waste of time. They did all of that like since the first episode, or you know, they doing a little back and forth here and there with each other. Like, y'all could have just not did the squabble. Y'all could have just saved that. If y'all was gonna hug, y'all could have just hugged and left it at that. I mean, I would have rather see y'all bump cats, scissor. You know what I mean? I would have much rather see that. Okay, so Joyce was back on the trying to get Naj and DCB drama stirred up. Okay. And honestly, if we're going to be for real, Joyce is the reason that fade even happened. Like, because they was leaving it alone, but Joyce was the one pressing the issue. So DCB was asking Naj, like, why you get on the mic and even say that about the 2,000 bodies? Like, why you do a whole speech if you weren't bothered? And, you know, Joyce had went up to Naj and was like, you know, why you press her? And she like, I didn't press her. And she was like, you know, if you're trying to make me fight her over Don, I'm not fighting over Don. But if she want to fight me for another reason, then that's cool. But it's like, I don't feel like it was anything to fight over, but I do feel like Naj, your friend and your move, like you really are in your feelings over this. Like, no shade. So after they going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Diamond lets her know, like, I felt disrespected, you know, and Naj was like, so what are we going to do about it? And Diamond was like, okay, what are we going to do about it? She hopped off the counter and, you know, they run their first little fade. Now, the first little round was over in like 10 seconds. It was very fast, but I will give that round to Naj. I felt like she was swinging more. You know, DCB didn't have her sneakers on. Y'all know she be saying she got to have her sneakers on. Now, the second round, it took a while to even get the second round going because Naj was like, okay, I done already did you in, it's over with. DTB like, no, y'all know she likes to run around. So she like, no, run it back. You supposed to be a heavy hitter. Let me get another round. You know, they was going back and forth about it for a while. Finally, Naj said, okay, we can run another round and this is it. DTB did not have no sneakers, so she had to find some sneakers. She finally got the sneakers, they run around. Now, I do feel like the second round I will give to Naj as well. But I do feel like once they got on the ground, y'all know that's kind of like DTB strategy. She don't really like to fight like standing up, head up, swinging. She likes to wrestle you to the ground, get on top of you, and just boom, 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 start going in. Naj is more like a from the shoulders, I'm standing up, swinging. So when they were standing up, Naj was definitely getting her. When DTB finally wrestled her to the ground and was finally about to roll on top of her and get her, that's when Don and security came and broke it up. So I do feel like DTB would have did better if they would have let it keep going while they was on the ground. Not making any excuses though, because I will give the W to Naj. You know, Naj does have them hands. She is a heavy hitter on now. That's TV. And Diamond did get up with some knots on the side of her head. I was like, oh my gosh, sister, not the knots. Not the knots, my sister. Then Sheik didn't just up and hit Almond for no reason. His little explanation that he had for it in the room, I didn't understand it. He told Almond like, "Oh, back up, give me 5 feet," and Almond was drunk. Like, wait, what? And then he just stole off Almond. And Almond said he beat him up, but he didn't. Like, she don't be really like whooping like that. I mean, Almond is not a fighter. We all know that. But it's not like he just brutally beat him up or nothing. It just happened so fast. And I thought that was so weird though. Like, why does Sheik just take off on Almond? I don't know. I felt like Sheik saw all the chaos happening in the house and he just wanted a little peace. So Almond was the easiest target. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see the reasoning for that. Okay. Next week, we get another round with DTB and Naj. Dime Rex has a seizure. And then they show a dude fighting in the house and getting kicked out the house. And I had no clue who he was. Who was that? Stranger Danger. Who was that? I don't know. But yeah, y'all. So that was the end of the episode. I feel like Deja Vu is definitely one of the better shows on Now That's TV. Just because I feel like they are always able to like film the whole season. All the days that they plan to film, they're usually able to film all the time they need without it getting shut down. I feel like the people on Deja Vu are kind of like, they can tame them better. Like on the shows like, Young and Reckless and South Truth Baddies, stuff kind of gets shut down because they get out of hand and they can't control the girls. I feel like Deja Vu, like they are able to control them a little better and get things in order so they're able to film a full season. So I really do enjoy Deja Vu. I'm kind of mad that this is about to be the last season. Oh. Okay, but yes, you guys, that's all for this video and hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.